Hello again. Welcome back to Mindful Musings. I'm Dee Dee, your host. I am an energy alchemist, a sound bowl practitioner, and an intuitive. And I'm sure all sorts of other little things. I don't know what label I'm going to start calling myself. Maybe I don't even need a label. Maybe you don't need a label. I don't know. Anyway, happy May Day. Tra-la, it's May, the lusty month of May. Ah, yeah. Anyway, so I just thought I would stop in and do a quick video and say hello, because I don't think I did a video yesterday, and I wanted to make sure I touched base with you. Yeah, May, hard to believe, huh? It's like simultaneously the time is just flown, and also it's standing still. It's the new world that we're living in. So I hope you are taking care of yourself, and I do hope that on this amazing May Day that you are able to get outside and connect with Mother Earth and connect with all the wonderful beings around you. Hopefully you can get out, maybe go take a walk, get on the trail, or go garden, do whatever lights up your spirit, that gives you some joy. I know I was just playing my bowls, and it's just like, oh, this smile on my face, and just brings me peace, brings me joy, and yeah. So let me see if there's anything new and exciting to report. Same words keep coming in, just peace, be still, and know that I am. Still crazy out there, if you want to label it as crazy, but just make sure that you always take time to come back inside and be at peace. And that is part of our journey. That is a great part of our learning curve, is learning how to be the peace, be in the eye of the storm, where we are just calm, at peace, filled with love, and being able to be a neutral observer of what is going on around us, trusting in the universe that all that is taking place is for our divine and highest and greatest good. And oh yeah, it can rip us apart at times, yeah. If I get too terribly involved out there, I go, and start losing hope and start really doubting myself. Although I think in the last video I touched on the concept of doubt versus certainty, and how doubt actually can be very beneficial, because it allows us to keep questioning. And certainty, what was that quote? Certainty is an enemy to unity, because once we become certain, then that means we become rigid, and we don't look outside of the box. We don't look outside to see what we have in common, or what may be true for this person. We only are, no, this is what's true for me, so it's got to be true for you. No, it doesn't. So remember that doubt can work in our favor. It keeps us open, it keeps us humble, and it keeps us searching for the commonality, that which we share. As humanity is going through it, but we are evolving. I do but definitely believe that we may not see it, and because we don't see it on the physical, we may doubt that it's happening, but I keep getting intuitively that it is happening. The shift is occurring. There is great raising, whatever the right terminology, of the consciousness, of the frequency. And remember, we just have to focus on raising our frequency, your individual frequency. You cannot raise someone else's. You can't do the work for them. You can only do your work. You can only do that which uplifts you and raises your frequency, your vibration. But by vibrating at that higher level, then we attract others, and then inspire those around who are waking up, are wanting to raise their vibration. It assists them because it sees that we are doing it. It's not a hierarchy. It's not a race. It's, this is a marathon, that one small step at a time. And yes, there will be times when we backslide. That's perfectly normal. That's perfectly fine. Just catch yourself, ask for guidance. That's what our angels and all the spiritual, celestial, multidimensional beings and our spirit team, divine team, whatever you want to call it, that's what they're here for. It's just to help support us. But again, they cannot intervene without us asking for their assistance. So ask and trust that the support is here and that we are very beloved and loved at all times, and really quite cherished for being the humans that we are. This humanity is a very amazing experiment, and it's up to us to continue going this beautiful path of light, and without judgment on the dark, the negative. It just is what it is, and it's a matter of choosing. What am I in this moment? What am I choosing? I choose joy. I choose love. I choose to follow this. I choose to be still within myself to gain the clarity that I need. And I'm not going to take a step until it is clear, or it presents itself, because believe me, our spirit team is here to assist us, and they will give us messages in so many different forms. That's the beauty of it. That's the magic of it. And remember to invoke the magic, the ancient magic, the playful magic. That's May Day. That's all about the May Day, dancing around the maypole, and it's just letting loose of these constrictions that we've placed upon ourselves, the rights, the wrongs, the judgments, and it's being free, it's being carefree, coming from our heart, seeing with love, and connecting with the elementals, the fairies, the elves, the gnomes, all the beautiful nature creatures, all the animals, the birds, that connection, that recognition that we truly are one and we are coexisting. And at some time, in probably the not too distant future, I'm sure we will have raised our frequency enough to be able to see the other beings that have been present with us for so very long, for eons, that have always been there, but we have not been able to see them because our frequencies are just different. And that's exciting. And it's not to say to push that, but it's honor where we are right here in this present moment and go, yeah, I'm just going to keep doing what I need to keep doing, focusing on what we want. Please remember to do that. Remember to keep focusing on what your vision is, on the upliftment of the planet, of the upliftment of humanity. Because what we focus on is what we create. If we keep focusing on this chaos and this negativity and this war and the unjust that's happening, we'll go there. And our vibration, everything will just be dampened. We won't stay there because we're beings of light. We'll pull ourselves out and come back into the light. But unless you are really called to be an activist and to get in the muck and the mire and the trenches, perhaps you may want to rethink that. Perhaps you may want to come back into this place of neutrality. Observe from a place of clarity, not a place of emotion and reaction, but a place of clarity. Then know what your next action is. Yes, stay informed. Inform others if that's part of what your mission is at this particular moment in time. Yes, to keep others informed as you can without losing your joy, without losing your sense of stability and calm. The moment you start losing that, back away from the media, the social media, the television, whatever it is, back away from it and come back into yourself, because that is where we're going to make the greatest difference. And the more of us who can come back into this place and then be an activist for light, an activist for love, an activist for equality and unity, collaboration, we will be activists in our own way, but from a place of clarity and a place of calm and knowingness, because we're being guided. Well, I had no idea that was going to be coming through, so that's pretty cool. It's validation. Sophie just came in. Hi, Soph. What you doing, girlfriend? Oh, you going to come say hi? No. Well, she's saying hi, but on the other side where I can't pick her up yet. So I was thinking, since it is May, maybe I will pull a couple cards to give us a little bit of guidance for the month, and for the highest and greatest good, for entertainment and spiritual purposes, of course. But yes, as we are invoking the light from the highest of high, that light is filling, surrounding, protecting each one of us in this moment. And whenever you are viewing this, perhaps the message will resonate with you and offer guidance, upliftment, and inspiration, whatever it may do. But I've got my glasses on, and I'm going to see which oracle cards are calling to me. Yeah, this one just jumped out. Okay. I have all these different oracle cards, but there's a few decks that seem to go, hey, the most at this time. And I'm sure it's just phases, or maybe it's just me being more comfortable with these cards. But anyway, so we are going to do the Divine Masters, Kyle Gray, Divine Masters, Keepers of Ancient Wisdom, I call on you now. Thank you for revealing to us what we need to know. We're willing to listen. So it is. So, let me grab a quick sip of water here. Remember to keep yourself hydrated. Electrolytes. Very, very, very important. Because I know I'm kind of combating the migraine again. I had a wonderful massage yesterday and releasing a whole lot, and then a couple hours later, boom, the aura came in, and then the migraine, and it's still there. But I'm going to see if I can use that for my advancement, so they say. Okay, well, there is guidance for those who may be tuning in to watch this. And thank you if you are tuning in. Thank you so much. Please remember to like and subscribe and to share with others so we can grow our community. And we ask that this there's a message for us to help guide us and inspire us for the month of May. Maybe yes, maybe no. The words slow down. There's no urgency. It is what it is. Yeah, that's true. Okay. And messages from the Divine Masters for this month. It may be wanting me to just pick my own. Team, do you have anything? This one. Interesting. What were we just talking about? Coming into that place inside and being an activist. Joan of Arc. Sacred activist. Do not be afraid. Stand up for your beliefs. Was that perfect or what? For what is happening in this 3D world as we standing up for our beliefs. Remember, not rigid. Again, not that rigid, but staying open. But as the truth is being revealed, standing up for ourselves, standing up for each other, standing up for humanity and what is right. And on a personal level, stand up for your beliefs. Stand up inside of yourself in the power, in the beauty, and the integrity that you possess, that you are, the wisdom and the magic that you have, and that you intuit, that you bring forth. Sacred, being, going within, that is our sacred right. That is where we tap in to the sacred, and the sacred being that which is in alignment with all that is. Do not give into the fear. The image that was coming in is the sacred warrior. You feel the fear, but you do it anyway. Remember, when the fear is there, bring in the love, bring in the gratitude, but don't buy into the fear that the media and mainstream tries to ignite in us, because the fear is an illusion so that we feel powerless. And Joan of Arc is like, no. She may have been small in stature, but she was mighty, and we are mighty. We are powerful beings when we stand in our truth. And we know the truth, and we are rising up. The light is rising up. I love that, sacred activist. Ooh, and it opened right to it. Joan of Arc is a Roman Catholic saint and a French heroine who is widely loved and respected for her role during the siege of Orleans in the 15th century during the 100-Year War, when she was a warrior helping to push the English out of France. Joan is reported to have been a visionary who encountered Archangel Michael and various saints from the age of 13 onward. The message is, don't be afraid of being your most authentic self. Don't be afraid of the passion that is moving through you. Don't be afraid of the power and the gifts that you were born with. Right now, there is a huge opportunity for you to stand up for what you know and what you believe. You might feel as though the world is against you, but there is something in your spirit that is telling you not to give up. If you feel unrecognized or misunderstood, don't let the lack of validation get between you and what you know is right. Today's message is a message of confirmation. You are onto something, and it's important that you don't pull back. Keep going, keep driving, keep pushing, because your truth will prevail. The greatest support you can have is the support of the universe. Call in the light of God and the angels all around you and stand strong in your beliefs, because the challenge you are facing is an opportunity to understand the purpose of your life. Believe, trust, go. Wow. Powerful. Yes, because at this time on our collective journey, when we look around, it's so easy to be dismayed and to feel like progress has not been made. It has. Trust and believe in what is in your heart. Be that spiritual warrior, that sacred activist for the right and the just and all that is good on this planet, and know that we are supported, and know that you are stronger than you think you are. Ooh. Wow. The divine director. Trust the process. Create space for divine order to unfold. The image that was coming in is when our mind is racing. It's like our mind is so full, and we get so full of shoulds and our checklist of doing, and got to do this, got to do that, and this is right, this is wrong, this is this chatter, and the compulsion to have to be active. Sometimes what is necessary is to cease that activity if it's just like a compulsion, a habit, an addiction, to stop that for the moment so that dust can clear. That dust of activity to clear and subside so that a space has been opened and has been cleared for the divine order to come in. But we have to create the space, and the space is inside of us. It's inside our heart for the divine director. And again, the directive is trust the process, trust that the divine has a greater plan than we can possibly see. We are not privy to that frequency, to that vibration, to know that something greater is going on, but trust the divine director. Trust the process and create that quiet space inside where the direction will come forward for us as to what next steps are. And that is, yes, Joan of Arc always created the space for the direction from Archangel Michael. You have to be quiet in order to receive the vision, to be still and know that I am, to receive that directive, to receive that vision. Wow. This is some pretty powerful stuff that's coming in. The divine director is an advanced cosmic light being from the heart of Source, who is dedicated to helping Earth and all her inhabitants align with divine purpose. He is one of the more elusive divine masters, part extraterrestrial, part angel. He can take many forms, but in most cases, he looks like a character from Star Trek. Oh, I love that. Oh, yes. He works closely with the angels to ensure that they are fulfilling their duties and helping the humans they are charged with protecting. The message is, you are being guided to stop trying to micromanage the universe. Sometimes events are beyond human comprehension, and thus trying to figure it out and figure out those finer details of your life may be holding you back rather than taking you forward. When the divine director comes to you, you are being invited to trust there is purpose behind what is unfolding. Choices and circumstances and challenges you are facing will lead you to know and trust yourself at a deeper level. If you find yourself not knowing where to go from here, there's a good chance that there's an aspect of your life that you have refrained from dealing with, healing, or sharing. In order for the next step to be revealed to you, you are encouraged to address the aspects of your life that you've overlooked. For when you do so, you allow the energetic wheels of the universe to take you forward. Beautiful. Keep doing the work. Keep trusting the process. Don't be afraid. Stand up. Do the work. And know that we are being divinely protected. And that there is a greater plan. There is a greater purpose than what we can fathom at this time. So the best that we can do is to keep doing the work. Keep doing the shadow work. With love, with compassion, with joy, with humility. Release that which no longer serves you. Release it for the highest and greatest good. To become your true, authentic self on this journey. Because our true, authentic self is the one who resides in the 5D and above. And that's who we're becoming. Yes, we're being challenged along the way, but that's why we chose to be here on Earth. To grow stronger, to grow clearer, to vibrate at that higher frequency, to see clearer. I'm asking to that clearer vision, that clearer sight, that clearer voice, that clearer heart, clear mind. Alignment of the chakras, alignment of our energy, so that we can be clear vessels of light and love and wisdom and divine inspiration. Pretty cool. So go out and celebrate May. It's May. Tra-la, it's May. And give yourself permission. That's what was coming in. I may may have this. I give myself permission. I like that. I hope this has been of some value, some inspiration, some guidance to again keep trusting you are on the right, you're in the right direction, you're on the right path, you're exactly where you are meant to be. Do not give up. Do not give into fear. Keep going. And sometimes by keeping going, I mean, it may look like being still, to allow yourself that open space, that sacred space, to have the vision, to have the clarity. We've got this. I believe in you. I believe in the universe and the divine. I trust. Doesn't mean I trust always 100% of the time, but I do come back to the place of trust and believing and connection. Remember, keep your energy clear, cosmic earth energies flowing throughout. Square breathing to get yourself in that present moment, grounded, and play, joy, love, dance, sing, garden, walk outside, go barefoot, whatever allows you to connect with Mother Earth and to find that wonderful, playful curiosity that allows us to be in flow. Okay? We got this. I will check back in with you later, I'm sure. Meanwhile, take care of yourself, stay hydrated, and know that you are loved and protected. All right? So be it. Namaste.